in a prayer, but he just said, I must remind you of this. As I was on my knees, he just flashed it in my mind. We are told in volume 5 of the Testimonies, 134, we are told, let ministers and people remember. Let who? Ministers and people remember that gospel truth ruins if it does not save. That if the truths we are hearing day after day, if it does not save me, inspiration says that truth is going to ruin me. We are told in the book Desire of Ages, I believe page 489, the woman of God says that, she says in Desire of Ages 489, she says every sermon, basically, every time we read the word of God, she says is the knock on the door of the heart. It is the voice of Jesus asking for entrance. With every knock unheeded, with every what? Knock unheeded. Now question, what do you think it means when she says every knock unheeded? What do you think it means when she says every knock unheeded? Every time you read the Bible and God reveals some truth to you, it's time to woo you, and you don't surrender your heart when he convicts you, whether it's through a living preacher or whether it's through the written word. She says every knock on the door of the heart is the voice of Jesus asking for entrance. With every knock unheeded, she says the disposition to open the door becomes weaker. So every time I hear truth, and the truth I hear does not lead me into a deeper experience with God, it leads me further away from God. Every time I hear a call to come up higher, and I hear the message but I do not respond, my position with God actually goes further. But the man or the woman that hears the truth and draws closer, or the man or woman who hears the truth and surrenders, is actually drawn closer to Jesus. Friends, I hope you have not come here to be entertained. I hope you do not think that I've come here to entertain you. I have not come to do that. I'm on a mission to warn you that Jesus is about to come. I'm here to tell you to forsake your sin and get ready. That probation is about to close. Friends, you might think that I'm crazy telling you that within the next few months or a few years, probation is going to close. Friends, Noah was called a deluded fanatic.
That's true.
I tell you, you can risk it at your eternal salvation. I tell you, probation is about to close very soon. We don't have much time. And if I was you, I would spend time much in prayer. I would not put my head on that pillow until I've communed with God and know there's no sins between me and my God. We are told in early writings 269 that those who get the seal of God, we are told that they are agonizing and crying in prayer. Do you know, if you read early writings 269, that is called a shaking. And then immediately the next chapter is the Sunday law. Do you know what distinguishes those who get the seal from those who get the mark? Unbelievable, beloved. It is prayer. It is prayer. Remember Ezekiel 9. Go to the midst of the city and set a mark upon the forehead of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations. Now, what does it mean to sigh and cry? Now, I know we might have our own conclusions, but Psalms 55:17 tells us, evening, morning, at noon, will I cry aloud and pray, and the Lord will hear me. What does it mean to sigh and cry? Pray aloud to the Lord. Volume 5, 211, those who do not mourn over their own spiritual declension, nor over the sins of others, will be left without the seal of God. If you can't pray for your brethren who you think is in apostasy, you will never get the seal. Friends, this is not guesswork. I tell you, we must have the Spirit of Jesus. That when we persecute, we must be able to love those who persecute us. When men speak evil of us, we must still love them. A storm's coming, friends. A relentless in its fury. And the question is, are you prepared to meet it? Are you prepared, friends?